Hello, I'm Janice McDonald, currently the chairman of the leadership team here at Central Fellowship Baptist Church.
And I'm Pastor Reg Taves, the transitional pastor here at Central Fellowship Baptist.
Thank you to those who have participated in the 100 Days of Prayer. We've heard many testimonies about how encouraging and how connected people are feeling through engaging in that. I also want to express thankfulness, gratitude for all the social media platforms that we do have access to. The YouTube that we do have that we can watch the Sunday morning service, the Skype, the Zoom, the FaceTime, all those kinds of things that we can use to engage with each other, interact with each other.
So we're just wanting to continue to build connections and relationships. So we wanted to give you this update to say, here's some opportunities, some options for you to consider as you think about moving forward. The first one would be simply this. We did the 100 Days of Prayer. You may have been part of a prayer triad, maybe you weren't, but we were hearing from a lot of the prayer triads, like, what's next? Can we keep going? And we want to say yes. If you want to keep going with your prayer triad, you should get a call from your prayer triad leader. The leaders are being contacted by the transition team just to say you can continue doing this if that's what you're choosing to do. We've written new material. It's based on the sermon series which we started last Sunday called Unstoppable, based on the book of Acts. And so if you want to continue, just continue doing prayer triad. The material's there for you to use. Feel free to do that. So that's one option.
Another option would be for those of us who have been meeting on a Sunday morning. We've watched the sermon before, we've met together on Zoom, and we talk about the sermon, we talk about what God is speaking to us about. We care for each other, we pray for each other, and that is another option that is open to.
Yeah, and then another option, again, and this isn't, we're just giving you options, we're not saying which is the best. Some of you might find, I just want to personally spend some time growing right now. And so this is, again, an option that we want to give you, is for you to personally grow, to watch the sermon, to pick up the material, to interact with it, to answer the questions that are given that are related to the sermon, and then to spend some time just praying on your own. And if that's something that you'd like to do, that's great. I really want to encourage you to reach out to people around you. I mean, you can go as simple as make a phone call and talk to people and just say, here's what God's been telling me through what I'm learning together.
We've also heard that people are looking for more Bible study type format, which is another option that could be used. You could watch the sermon online, you could do a bit of the processing, writing beforehand, and then gather with a small group of people to go through it and pray through it and, care for each other that way as well.
So we've given you 4 options. Now I just want to say this. Please be creative. This is not all the options that are out there. There's probably all kinds of ones that could be done that might be an integration of some of these, or there may be something completely new out there. If you come up with something completely new, would you let us know? We'd love to hear about it. We'd love to share it with the other people who are also doing this. So in this time, let's be as creative as we can. I heard about a group of guys that were meeting as a prayer triad, and of course when we couldn't meet anymore, they just were like, how do we do this? And they took their pickup trucks, they moved into the middle of a parking lot, had their coffees in hand, rolled their windows down, parked their trucks, sat in their trucks, idling, keeping warm, and basically what I was told is yelled at each other in the parking lot, but they were able to spend some time together. What a creative way to move forward. So just be creative. Every one of us have a risk tolerance, and I want you to live within your risk tolerance, but also don't be afraid to go, we could go for a walk, we could be outside, we could social distance. Whatever's going to work for you in this time, we just want to encourage you to do the things that are going to be the most helpful for you. And finally, I just want to say, if you haven't been part of a group, but you want to join a group, could you please let us know? We want people to be involved. So could you let us know? Call the office, call me. My cell phone is on every single newsletter that comes out. Look at the bottom of the newsletter. Text me, give me a call. We want you to be involved in a small group in some way, engaging together. So if you could do that, we would appreciate it. And so if you're new to this, please join us. Last of all, I want to say, could you please pray for the leadership team, the transition team in this season? We're trying to be as creative as we can, and we want you to know the ministry of Central Fellowship is vital and is moving forward. So we want to encourage you to support us in prayer. Thank you so much for listening to this. Let us know what's going on in your life. Let's be creative. Let's support one another. God bless.